there's been quite a dust-up over this situation at Notre Dame, with Notre Dame inviting Barack Obama, which we talked about an obscenity earlier. This is pornographic, if that was obscene.
How can they even consider it?
And they're not backing down.
Award, an honorary degree.
Right, giving him an honorary doctorate.
This is the same group that had trouble wanting to invite Star Parker. They didn't want her coming on their campus from the administration. Students wanted it, but the administration didn't.
So now they're going to have this heretic, moral defective, just because he's president. You know, it's not like we haven't had heretics and moral defectives before as president, but they're going to have him on. And now this thing has kind of bled over Georgetown, is having Biden.
Yep. And Obama just spoke at Georgetown as well.
And it's plus Georgetown, Obama makes sure that Jesus was covered up.
They hung sheets over the cross, over the image of Jesus, at the request of the Obama administration.
Who Obama claims so fervently to be a Christian.
Georgetown covered up name of Jesus to comply with White House request.
What is Georgetown thinking?
They're not.
I mean, it's a Catholic, even if they disagree with us on abortion administration's pro-choice, but they're still claiming to be Christian, and they're covering up a cross with a sheet because, I mean...
It's going to offend Obama.
What are these
Biden.
board of trustees doing on these college campuses? I mean, that's what we're wondering. The chairman of the board of trustees are allowing these presidents to continue. Father Jenkins has not been removed, and he's still the president. That man needs to be fired immediately.
He should have been gone. I mean,
we're going to be sending Students for Life. We actually sent a petition to all of our donors, not to Father Jenkins because he doesn't care, to the board of trustees and to the chairman of the board, because that's who needs to take care of the situation. He needs to be fired. If the church has no control. The bishop has come out, asked Father Jenkins to rescind the invitation. He's refused. It's about the extent that the church can do. Now it's time for the board of trustees to come in and step up.
And now this has bled over to Xavier University.
Yep, it's everywhere.
They're having Donna Brazile, who was Clinton's campaign manager, as I remember, hardcore leftist, pro-abort, pro-homosexual, all of. They're going to Xavier. It's just unbelievable. Now, good news is there are people that are standing up. Chris Matthews, by the way, is going to speak at St. Joseph's University.
Yes.
This thing, it is exploding.
He spoke at Holy Cross 2 years ago. He's a graduate of Holy Cross.
There are some people standing up. I was looking at this thing from Bishop D'Arcy from the Roman Catholic Diocese of Fort Wayne is refusing to go to the Notre Dame.
First time in 20 years.
And that he hasn't gone. You know, I think what they ought to do is the students, the decent students, the real Catholic students at Notre Dame ought to refuse to go to the commencement and have a separate one where D'Arcy gives them their graduation certificate.
I think the problem is about 70 to 80% of the seniors, they've polled them, and they're for Obama coming in. Right. It's the undergraduates who are causing more of a stink, I think. But I think it speaks to a problem where you have these Catholic universities, but if you poll the population of the students, they wouldn't consider themselves Roman Catholics or devout Catholics, a lot of them. Right. So that becomes a problem, too, because it's supposed a Catholic university, but you don't have a Catholic population, so you have a lot of students who consider themselves pro-choice.